60 million in 18 years. Technically, 17 years and 4 months na lang. Z asked, how do you plan to hit that and how much are you planning to put in monthly? So sasagutin natin yan today. I'm a mom of 3 and the breadwinner building a 60 million peso portfolio. Pag tinignan lang natin yung 60 million na goal, and where I am right now, which is less than 2 million pesos, it sounds stupidly impossible. But if you break down the math behind it, it can turn into a system that anyone can learn from. First off, saan nga ba nanggaling ang 60 million goal? This is based sa finalized survival budget ng family namin ngayon, which is 85,056 pesos monthly. Ni-round up ko na siya to 90,000 considering it still varies month to month. Ang kinonsider ko nga lang dito is 4% average inflation rate for 18 years. So, kamusta naman yung 6% this year, diba? Anyway, ito yung ginamit kong formula to come up with the future value ng 90,000 after 17 years. Future budget is equal to current budget times 1 plus inflation rate raised to the number of years. So, pag transpose natin yan, using the numbers I gave previously, future budget is equal to 90,000 times 1 plus 0.04, which is 4% inflation, raised to the power of 18 kasi 18 years. So, yung lumabas dyan na number is 182,325. Again, ira-round up ko ulit siya to 200,000 para hindi na magulo yung computation. So, following yung 4% rule of safe withdrawal, which technically iniba ko pa din sa Sunset Protocol, but for ease of computation muna, 60 million times 4% is equal to 2,400,000 per year, or 2,400,000 divided by 12 is equal to 200,000. So, alam na natin na ito yung survival rate na kailangan ko after retirement. Iyan ngayon ang base number ng project. Ang daming buffers, di ba? Anyway, when I turned 30, simple lang yung naging goal ko nun. 10 million in 10 years. Technically, kasama pa doon na dapat wala na akong bayarin or any liabilities, whether insurance, bahay, or anything. Dapat lahat is papunta sa assets column. Ang sweldo lang namin back then, for me, 18,000 per month. Yung net, si husband ko naman is nasa 60,000 net. Would you think makabuo ng 10 million with those salary combined but not working together with a common plan? Well, we came so close but not quite. May mga naging investments din kami na pumalpak na ang naging absolute total lang ng pera is 7 million pesos, which 5 million nga, nag-decide pa kaming i-build yung bahay. So technically, we're almost back to where we started with just less than 2 million pesos. Pero, no liabilities na. So ngayon, tatanungin mo ko, nag-fail pala, bakit tinaasan mo pa yung goal ngayon? Kasi naniniwala ako dun sa kasabihan na shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you land among the stars. If you think about it, even if we are just able to build roughly 30% of our goal fund, we will still be in a better position during retirement. Since hindi naman namin sinama dito sa computation yung mga government mandated benefits na meron din naman kami by then. Ibig sabihin, livable pa din yung magiging status namin and hindi kami aasa sa mga anak namin when that time comes. Now, let's go back to the wealth dashboard to show you kung ano yung mga considerations sa plan. So dito sa wealth dashboard, meron akong projections and variance na tab. Dito sa annual contribution, kung makikita nyo dyan, pag zoom nyo, ang nakalagay dito for year na we started, 2026, this year, 450,000. Pero, ang total na magiging invested dapat namin is 1,450,000, which is total na yon nung mga natira before sa previous goal namin, as in everything is combined. In-account ko din dyan na yung magiging next yearly contribution na lang namin is 650,000 per year. Wala nang increase, hindi ko na yun sinama kasi uncertain naman yon. Naglagay lang ako ng 8%. Naglagay lang ako ng 8% annual compounding rate less 15% taxes kasi yun yung taxes ng biggest asset ko sa trading to 1-2. And kaya nakalagay yung target gain is para may basis ako if namimit ko ba siya. So for example, for the year, ang target gain is 100,000 and yung actual namin right now is near 98,000 pesos. By the way, kagaya ng sinabi ko, this includes all our bank accounts, whether high yield savings or not. Kasi holistic nga yung approach. Kung nakukuha ba yung 8% yield combined, hindi ng isang asset group alone. Nag-include din ako ng notes dito, which I called key portfolio pivot, kung kailan ko need i-review and ano yung key pivot for that year. Meaning, ano yung kailangan kong gawin. It doesn't mean na gagawin ko siya. It just serves as a guide kung ano yung nasa initial plan ko and if nagme-make sense pa ba siya sa overall portfolio dynamics. So, if everything is followed to the plan, by 2043, ang expected amount niya is roughly 58 million. But take note, meron akong consideration sa pivot dito na lower yung mga interest rate dahil nagmo-move na ako sa retirement stage. If sasabihin mo sa akin na hindi ko to ma-achieve, naisip ko na rin yan. I have listed 3 reasons why this project can fail. Kaya gumagawa din ako ng backup plan through the Sunset Protocol. I am not in any way, shape, or form saying na perfect yung plan ko. Ang importante lang for us right now is meron and malinaw sa aming lahat yon gaya ng risk ng exposure ko sa trading platforms outside the country or risk sa pagkuha ng mas maliit na insurance policy. At the end of the day, the power isn't in the size of the final goal, but in breaking down an intimidating future into a clear monthly system today. And that's the update for today, group mates. See you on the next one.